Yo, what's up? It's Suave. Tune into the Rose Above It podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, and the visuals will be on YouTube. I'll be here on the last Wednesday of every month getting real spicy. So put in all your comments, all your topics on the IG, DM, what y'all want to hear.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Rose Above It Podcast, episode 2. It's your boy T Rose.
Hey, what's up? It's Philly.
It's your boy Loud.
What's up? It's Suave. We about to get real spicy.
Hey, yo, Suave gonna be here with us every last Wednesday of the month. So be ready to hear her spiciness. She ready to turn up with us.
Facts.
Yo, she gonna bring a whole nother side to the show. All right, y'all?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yo, super excited. It's gonna be crazy. Mm-hmm. Yo, so Philly, what's the art of your chest, baby?
Oh man, I've been waiting for you to ask me this because I had a hell of a week. My daughter's been sick, so I haven't slept for like 2 nights.
2
And I
nights?
was out of work for like 2 days, so it's like affect. So then this morning I was like, I'm just gonna drop you to school, and I don't know if you're feeling better or not. You gotta go to school because I gotta go to work.
She about to be good by tomorrow then.
I hope so.
She wanted you to stay home. That's what the point was.
Yeah, because she was fine at home. She had a little runny nose, but she was fine. And then the other art that's on my chest is I had family court on Tuesday? No, I had family court on Monday.
How'd that go?
It's bullshit. Family court is bullshit, and it's finished. I'm just happy that I'm not in family court no more. The case is closed, but it's a whole bunch of bullshit
That's
that I
very
don't
good.
even gotta talk about.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Ain't no money coming out your pockets, is it?
Nope.
All right, good. No child support, nothing like that. That's what's
No,
important.
child support's next month.
That's what's important. All right.
Y'all know.
All right, bet. Shaq, God, what's
Yo.
the art on your chest, brother?
All on my chest, man. It's just been a productive week, yo. Just keeping
What's up?
my mind focused, on the finish line. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, just trying to, hold down my family as much as possible, especially my son, it's a stressful week, but, ups and downs, but I'm going to get through it definitely.
Yeah, that's what's up. Suave. Beautiful Suave. What's the art on your chest? I'm ready to hear this.
Damn. I don't even know what's the art on my chest this week. I feel like it's been a long week for everybody. I feel like I didn't have that much going on, but work was mad long. Mm-hmm. Work was mad stressful. But it's about to be Friday.
Yo, that's the good. Yo, it's hump day, baby.
Listen,
that's the good thing about the podcast dropping on Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. I like Wednesdays. It's halfway through the week. Friday's right there.
We get you through there. So let me tell y'all.
That's really it.
What's on my chest pretty much. Yo, so I don't know if y'all know, like I've been trying to lose weight. So I've been trying to drop pounds. I'm going on a cruise in July, so your boy trying to tone up. You feel me? Trying to get my sexy back. You feel me? So, I told myself, I was having a conversation with my coworker, so I told him, I was like, yo, I'm going to try not to drink.
Try not to what?
I'm going to try not to drink to the 4th of July.
But beloved.
Oh, that's a long ass time. That's a good one.
But beloved, what does drinking have to do with losing weight?
Yo, baby, everything, bro.
Sugar.
Yo, you want to get those abs, bro? You can't drink.
Man, listen, live life.
Nah.
Listen,
man. You gonna be a fat boy forever messing with you, man.
July 4th?
Till 4th of July? I didn't think it was that long. But I ain't gonna front.
It's
not that long. Nah, you about to be alright.
Yo, my coworker, he put me on. So he doubted me. He like, yo, you realize Memorial Day coming up. You realize 4th of July coming up after that. I'm like, yo. He realized he's at any birthday, so my brother's birthday's on June 17th. I'm like, yeah, man. But I'm going to try, man. I'm going to let y'all know next week if I fail.
It's like, I just remember sometimes when we go out, when we used to go out, like back in the day, I would always know that you had a personal on you. It's like, yo, Trip, where's your personal? Let me get this quick. I know you got one.
The personal
always
is
got
always
a
there.
personal on you.
What?
That's a fact. The personal Henny always there. It just got it gotta be there, man. That's what starts tonight.
So,
I'm glad I didn't buy no Douce to bring over here.
I'm be real with y'all. Y'all see there's no workout today. Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be hard. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it.
Temptation's gonna be real.
I'm gonna try. At least, but honestly, my realistic goal, if I can't do that, is gonna be every other week. Every other weekend.
All right.
All right,
I'm buying you a bottle of Hennessy.
We support you here.
See, this is the devil next to me, man. It's the devil next to me.
We gonna get right.
Yo, did y'all happen? The devil next to me, man. Did y'all happen to see Coachella?
Hold on. Can we give Beyonce a round of applause?
No.
I'll snap it up.
I give her one. Nah. I give her one.
You don't want to give Beyonce a clap?
I'll give her a clap. I don't know if that was too loud on the mic.
Nah.
When you snap in the poetry world, that means something in somebody's pretty dope.
I mean, I guess, but I believe Beyonce needed a...
snapping is like less...
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, I think Beyonce definitely deserved the clap.
Okay.
You don't think Beyonce deserved the clap, beloved?
Nah.
Explain why.
None of that coming on this side, man. Like, I think she overrated. Let me just put that on paper. That performance was overrated. You heard?
That performance was definitely not overrated. Maybe you can say Beyonce's overrated.
Right, I agree with that. But you can't say the performance was overrated, beloved.
The Beehive coming for you, Shaq.
Let me see you do that.
The Beehive, they ain't setting me up. Y'all not setting me up.
Listen, you feel me? First and foremost, Philly, if it was me, I'll bring my homie Damn Denz with me, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Denz on the camera, by the way.
You heard?
Facts.
And, I think I would kill it. But, that's Beyonce. That's Beyonce, though. She kills it, you know what I'm saying, every time, But I feel like everybody's overhyping that performance,
Nah, but that performance...
Are you saying you kill like Beyonce? Did you just say something?
That's what I'm saying. What are you trying to say? You gonna battle her like...
I feel like Beyonce, Beyonce
you and Denz would have battled Beyonce and won.
That's a fact.
Yo, Shaq is drunk right now.
Stay less right now.
Shaq is drunk right now.
This guy is wildin'. What did you have to drink at Yonkers Brewery?
But hold on. If Beyonce had a concert in Yonkers, y'all probably be talking like that's the best performance of 2018.
It depends on the performance.
Am I speaking facts true?
If Beyonce come to Yonkers, the whole Yonkers is shutting down, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Everybody going to see her.
I feel like she deserved
it. Nah. I ain't gonna front. What was dope was that she brought, the HBCU out.
Right.
Which was fire. Right. I thought that was fire. And then on top of that, she did it. She brought out black culture at a typically white event.
Right.
She did, as always.
You know what I'm saying? Which is for the culture, which I could respect. And Homegirl did it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and ain't breathe hard now.
Like nothing.
Like she's amazing, bro.
My God, she had a whole band, bro. She had a band. She had tubas. Like, come on, son. You gotta forget if anybody else did it like that, would it have been popping?
But hold on. This is Beyonce though, man.
All right, but I'm asking you, if it was anybody else who did it the exact same way, would it have been a good performance?
If MJ was alive, yeah, of course.
All right, except
that's the best to ever do it.
I'm just waiting for this next question because this is disrespectful on all borderlines. But I'm waiting to this next question.
Who's better, MJ or Beyonce?
This is a disrespectful question.
Who you think's better, MJ or Beyonce?
Nah.
MJ.
Oh, I'm with you too.
This is weird.
No, because when you had
I heard it on the radio already.
But it's a good question when you talk about performances. But it's a good question. I think MJ way better. Yeah, Beyonce is our generation of MJ. Y'all realize that?
I mean, I don't put them on the same category.
Yo,
at all.
Just
they're both outstanding. I don't put them on the same
level. Not musically.
Level.
I'm talking about just on the performance level, like performing on stage. They both have an aura about them that like right now, if you could go see anybody's concert, you say Beyonce. But if I say the best, if you could see anybody's concert,
I would say Party Next Door, but
Party Next Door over Beyonce.
Hold on. Because I love Party Next Door, but I can't put them under the same category.
I don't know.
But if you said anybody,
I feel like there's just too many amazing, legendary artists that came before Beyonce. Even MJ being one of them, but I just feel like it's just too much to say.
Right, like to break it down to just them two
like
on one level.
Weird way. And Beyonce is rocking it right now. She's the best.
I get the question, I just don't know if I can't answer that.
Yo, her stage.
I feel like I'll be disrespecting somebody.
Somebody, you feel me? Yeah, that's
her stage presence is different, and she's in a different level with MJ. The way they dance is just you at a concert, you shut. Like, your world, you zoned in on their performances, yo. You shut down. Yeah. That's how legendary they are. That's insane.
Fact.
How y'all feel about Cardi?
I thought it was cute.
I thought it was Cardi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I really think I thought the performance was Cardi. It's not bad. It's just Cardi. The same way I feel about the album. It's not a bad album. I just think it's Cardi.
Her joint was good. I like the album.
It was alright. I liked a couple of songs. I didn't like every song.
So I'll go deeper into that real quick.
On the album?
I just need you. Yeah, nah. When you just said it's Cardi, I just want you to touch base on that real quick. Just expand on that for me real quick. 'Cause I'm over here thinking right now.
All right. I feel like she has her own lane, right? Mm. And I feel like she stays in her lane, which is not a bad or it's not a good. Like, it's just Cardi. That's what I mean by it. She stays in her lane. The performance was a Cardi performance to me.
It was.
She didn't do any Beyonce shit. She didn't do no Mary J. Blige shit. Not that she's supposed to. I'm just saying it's a Cardi performance. The same way Beyonce's performance is a Beyonce performance. It's just phenomenal.
I think that's part of the reason why I enjoyed it too, because it was really about her.
Who in particular are you talking about?
Cardi.
Okay. Yeah.
I love the slideshow that was like in the back.
Right.
I love the fact that there were strippers. I thought that was so dope. I kind of felt like it was a little bit too much, maybe, that they was just swinging on poles and swinging the whole time. It was like 30 minutes, so that was a lot. I thought that if they would have just had that piece be like a nice 15 minutes and they just did some crazy stuff, that would have been cool. But I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
It was definitely her, like herself.
Hold on. Now I want to get to Shaq. How do you feel? Because you're over there looking into the stars right now. What's going on? What's the art on your chest about this? What's going on? We see it in your face. What's up?
Sorry.
The performance was Cardi. I'm going to say that. It was Cardi.
Okay.
It was Cardi, right. It's, normal Cardi, just... making it known that, she came up,
Yeah, right. Facts.
Yeah, we heard that story, that's cute, you know what I'm saying? So, the performance was valid. She brought out, Chance the Rapper, Kalani was there,
fun.
That's dope, so.
Who would you rather go see, Nicki or Cardi?
See, someone asked me this week, and it was the toughest question. I don't know. That's a tough question. Philly, how do you feel? Like Nicki or Cardi?
Okay, so I'm a Nicki fan. I'm definitely a Nicki fan more than a Cardi fan. I feel like Cardi B is still growing on me. I love Nicki because she's such an artist. She's really creative within her songs and her videos and her outfits. Everything she does is just like really creative. And Cardi's awesome. She's to herself. She is herself. So I feel like I respect her like on a different level. Like I love the fact that she's always herself no matter what. But then Nicki for me is just she exercises the idea of expression in many different ways. So I'm definitely a Nicki fan.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to be real with you. Right now, I'd rather see Cardi in 2018.
Of course, Trick, I expect that.
I would. Nicki ain't put out nothing worth me listening to in a couple years as far as her own music. I don't even like her 2 new songs.
Show, you will be hearing everything. Like,
yeah.
When she do a show, she's not going to just sing what she sings.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear Starships. I'm cool on Starships. I don't want to hear you a stupid hoe. Nah, I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool. But I do like Nicki, though. Like, I like her. I just, right now, I'd rather see Cardi.
So before Cardi came out, Nicki would have been your go-to, like that's...
For female rap, yeah, definitely, hands down.
But do you consider Cardi B female rap?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I call Cardi B a pop artist?
So do you consider Migos rap music?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, now I feel differently.
Time out. Can I explain why?
Can I explain why first? Can I explain why?
Yeah.
I believe that us beautiful black people have created our own lane called mumble rap. And I believe Cardi is in that mumble rap zone. Same as Migos. I believe that she's mumble rap.
Oh my God.
I love it. Don't get me wrong, but her lane is mumble rap. You did not tell me she has bars.
She does.
I love Swap for this. I love Swap for this.
I feel like the chemistry.
Mumble rap like that? Mumble rap is when I don't understand what you're saying.
Mumble rap.
Yeah, mumble rap is when I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't understand what Cardi's saying.
You don't understand what Cardi's saying when she raps?
Barely. To me, I really don't understand where she's going with her logic.
Are you guys kidding me?
I don't. I feel like it's headbangers. That's a fact. The only song on that whole album that I feel like I relate to, I can understand the lyrics, is the one with SZA.
Y'all don't understand through your phone? You don't understand?
I feel like it's club banging music. That's club banging mumble
Through
rap.
your phone is a slow song.
So wait, hold on. You relate to Migos songs?
Huh?
You relate to Migos songs?
No, because I don't trap.
That speaks to you.
No. I don't say it speaks to me, but is it Migos is a form of mumble rap, but just because you have mumble rap don't mean you're not a rapper.
Yes, to me it does. To me, I feel like it's another lane, and there's nothing wrong with it. I love the lane, but I feel like it's in its own lane. So can you compare?
Party Next Door mumbles when he sings. That didn't make him a mumble singer.
What? No, he does not.
He wrote. Yes, he does. He wrote work. You know Rihanna.
How was that mumble?
Do you know what Rihanna said when she said?
That's how Rihanna sang the song.
No, that's because Party Next Door wrote that for her.
First of all, he did write the song, right? But listen, if you know Party Next Door, Party Next Door is my favorite artist. Sorry.
He's kind of overrated too, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Ooh.
Go, because we got. Okay.
We got the topic. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
But I feel that mumble rap is a lane, and I feel like Cardi B's in that lane, and I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh well, you know what we could probably do?
What I think
is we could probably put it like on our IG and see what people think.
Yeah, so I think that's dope. I think that's a dope idea. So if you think mumble rap is a zone,
this is Suave and Shaq versus Triff and Philly.
Oh yeah,
whose team are you on?
Well, Philly, you kind of on our side. Philly, you kind of on our side because
no, she ain't. Cut that out. Listen. What I was trying to get at, y'all over here before y'all say, what I was trying to get at was the fact that at Coachella, right? We haven't had many black artists there. I think the first black artist there was in first rap or hip hop artist was in 2014, 2013 when Jay-Z, maybe 2013 when Jay-Z headlined it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I feel like it's crazy how rap music is finally starting to get into mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
And it's funny because we came from a place where even now white people actually, they're scared of minorities. Like that's also from mumble rap. If you go to like a Migos concert, majority of the crowd is what color? Oh, she ain't
Be real.
I perfectly agree.
Oh my God.
She ain't give it up.
I've been to concerts, bro.
I perfectly agree.
That's a fact. Mumble rap has created hip hop to be mainstream.
Oh my gosh.
That's a fact.
Honestly, I don't have to say nothing right now. I don't have to say nothing.
I have a lot to say, but I'm gonna say what I have to say. Listen. So, did y'all see what happened in Starbucks?
Yeah.
Y'all see what happened in Starbucks?
On a serious note.
Yeah, on a serious note. It's funny how that happens. It happens like that in real life. When, for those of y'all who don't know, there were two black men who was waiting, sat in the Starbucks restaurant, just waiting on their friend to come in. And they got arrested just for that. And it's funny because that happens in real life with outside in the real world with black people, where we could just be walking outside, or I would walk down the street, and if you have a hoodie on, people will cross the street, or white people, or Asians, or black. Other genders. What's the word? Other races are typically scared of African American people. They'll cross the street just to get away from us. And to me, it's sad. And
I think one of the things. Sorry to cut you off, Triff.
No, you good.
I think I was watching something about it, and they were like, "Oh, well, when the cops came, the cops had every right to ask, well, what happened here?" And then they can make a judgment if they should arrest them. Even if someone calls 911, when the cops get there, they can see and assess the situation. The cops didn't do that. And everybody in the Starbucks was saying they didn't do anything. What's going on? They didn't do anything.
And that's a shame. And it's a thank God that this is a time where we have social media.
Right.
Because if it wasn't recorded,
you would never know.
That's the thing. You got to think about how many times that has happened and wasn't caught.
Yeah.
That's the messed up part.
That too. As soon as that came out, more incidents started coming out with that type of racial profiling happening in Starbucks. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because it's like you could just assume that the cops immediately said, oh, well, if the manager called 911 for these two black dudes just sitting in here, and then they came in, they must have been doing something wrong. I'm not even going to ask questions. Mind you, it was reported that a lot of other not genders, you got me saying genders, racial groups,
the they,
the
others,
that they were in Starbucks, and nobody thought about what are you guys doing here? Like, are you guys trespassing? So I have a question for you guys, because one of the ways that the CEO of Starbucks and the other administrators wanted to respond to this was to shut down all Starbucks for a day and do implicit biases trainings. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But before we could talk about that more,
I think that right there is dope because I feel like the CEO of Starbucks, to me, he handled it very well. A lot of places would just be like, oh, try to hide away from it. And
we'll just fire the manager.
Yeah. But he just doing that, I feel like, it's safe. First of all, save their business because me personally, I wouldn't have went there. I don't drink coffee anyway. But when I do drink hot chocolate, I prefer Dunkin'.
Right.
Okay. I feel like the issues that's going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you didn't really ask the question. That's why.
No,
go ahead, Shaq.
This whole issue is really like racial stereotyping is really hits me in the heart sometimes because we in this world together, and I feel like just looking at someone and just automatically judging them is just the wrong thing to do. Like you have to know a person first before you judge. Mm-hmm. Even so, if you do know the person, don't even judge them because we all, as human beings, have an opinion on how to live, how to talk, like different languages. Like we all have a different mindset, and we have to appreciate it. If we disagree, we disagree. That's it. But at the end of the day, you can't just go further into it and just be like, oh, it's consequences to looking like this or consequences to talking like that. You have to move right. I feel like the stereotyping is just like kind of like what impacts the world the most. It's sad. Real talk.
You gonna cry? Okay, Philly, that's a question.
No, so that was a perfect segue because I feel like Starbucks one day for implicit bias training is bullshit. I think that they was talking about it and they were like, it's just something that sounds good. We're going to do a training and fire the manager. But I wanted to see if we can see where we have some implicit biases. Because the thing funny about implicit bias is that you don't, it's subconscious. So you don't know that you have it until you already fucked up.
It's funny.
Until you already said the wrong thing or behaved in a way that makes someone feel uncomfortable. So I went to a training. So I've done an implicit bias training. And one of the things that was so crazy that blew my mind was this type of activity. Of course, I can't do the whole thing now, but it had us look at how many of our friends or people in our circle. So we had to write a few people down. So I'm asking you guys, how many people in your circle are of at least every racial group? So do you have an Asian friend? Do you have a black friend? Do you have a Middle Eastern friend? Do you have a white friend? How many of your friends are older than you? How many of your friends are younger than you? How many of your friends are men versus how many of your friends are women? Do you have any friends that are part of the LGBT community? Do you have any friends that are disabled?
I don't think I got any disabled friends.
I'm gonna have to get back on that. I gotta go through my list. But what do you mean? Damn, I lost.
So what
my
I mean
train
by
of thought.
that is
no. I get it. So, but here's my question. So you mean friends or associates? Because I have two parts that I put in a group, and I have friends and I have associates. So you mean friends, like?
Yeah, people
friends,
that are
people that I would
your
call
circle.
my friends.
Well, maybe you got like a close circle of
Talking
friends,
about like
that
That's what I'm saying.
outer layer between the associates
okay.
and the friends. But it's just to shed light on the fact that our biases, we don't even see them; they're subconscious. So sometimes when you look at who we're friends with, you'll be like, "Yo, do I have something against other women? Like how all my friends are men?" Like, what is it that I don't have I don't have a lot of girlfriends as a female? Or all my friends are older. Do I have an issue with people who are younger? So it was just something that I thought was really cool, and it just goes along with, like, implicit bias and subconsciously not realizing.
Do you feel like that's a bad thing if the numbers range higher than others in certain of your questions?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's an awareness
Just something to think about?
Yeah, something to be aware of, to see where your biases lie, because it could be easily something from your childhood, the way you grew up, that you just subconsciously stayed away from certain things, certain people. So now you make connections. You know, you could see, like, when you look at the video from the guy from Starbucks, he looked kind of rough. You know what I mean? He looked like he may have just, like, I don't know, came from the gym, maybe didn't get a cut in like 2 weeks.
The lady was scared. The white lady was scared of him.
Right. So he probably looked like somebody who she's seen on TV we're supposed to be scared of, or he just fits the profile.
Automatic, right?
That's racial profiling.
Yeah, that's all that is.
That's racial profiling.
You just automatically see somebody and judge.
I mean, I get it. It's funny because I always relate things to basketball in a way. So I do.
You're supposed to. That's
yeah. So I kind of stereotype when I play ball. The moment I see a white kid, I'm like, he can't dribble, and he can shoot. So I'm like, I want him on my team because I could just pass it to him, and he can shoot. But like black kids, I'm like, yo, he could dribble, he play hard, but he can't shoot. And it's funny, that, you know, you relate certain things.
Now that she said that, now you're thinking about that.
Yeah. That's why it made me laugh.
That's definitely a bias.
Would you still support Starbucks though? Would you still go there?
I already don't go there because it's kind of too rich for my blood. So.
You don't need
not gonna bother
you don't need an ice caramel latte?
No.
You know what's funny though? I was in Harlem, with some girl back in the day. And I didn't realize that she said this. It wasn't even back in the day. It was when I was living in Barbados, and I came down just to visit. I was with one of my cousin's friends. We went to Harlem from Queens, and she was like, you know, if there's a Starbucks on the corner, that means we're in a good neighborhood. And I was like, damn, B, that. And people are like looking for homes, and they're looking at that as a reason to say this is a good area. Like, if there's not a Starbucks, they don't want to live in that area. It's rough.
Dang, that's so true.
And that's a fact. If they see a McDonald's or a Dunkin' Donuts, they're going to be like, I don't know.
There's no Starbucks around here.
Because this thing, that's the next.
we gonna go into that. Yeah, we gonna go into that a little more. Question: why you think people are scared of minorities? Like, why do you think certain races are scared of when black and Hispanics walk by? They get a little nervous. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just honestly, it's because we hold so much power. You know what I'm saying? We just hold so much power if you really think about it. You know, the way we talk, the way we walk, is just, we walk with such confidence, you know? And I don't know. I don't know why they scared of us at the end of the day, because, we just walking with confidence. We as
we let African American
community. Yeah. And but on a serious note though, like it's the way we brought ourselves up.
I mean, And if I could add to that, I feel like it could be sometimes on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, that maybe it could come from self-hate, you know, in the sense where like minorities are always shown as evil, or like in cartoons and even in films, they're like, you know, the bad guy or whatever.
You're always shown as the bad guy.
They're always shown up as the bad guys. So we're fearful of ourselves sometimes. So even minorities, scared of minorities. It's like, well, you know, I'm not that type of minority, but you could be, you know, so it could be fear-based.
Yeah, not that too. And then I guess they see us, you know, most of us, most black people, we come from areas where if you walk around, especially as a young black male, you walk around your city just smiling all day, you're considered as soft. Like that's how you're raised.
You're
like
a target.
yeah. So they see you walking down the street smiling, kids are gonna be like, oh, I could rob him easy. Mm-hmm. So you're taught to always walk with a hard face. You look rough. You look tough.
That goes back in the day when they made us. The days made us like that. You know what I'm saying? If we take it all the way back, they made us to act like that. We had to be like that. And I feel like all that trickles down now. And that could also be how we're brought up thinking we got to be rough and tough. And they're brought up thinking that when you see rough and tough, that automatically seems we're put into this profile. That could be from their household as well.
Exactly.
Where their parents taught them because their parents taught them. I think it's also a household thing as well.
For sure.
Not to blame it on
it's an
anything
environment
like that, but I feel like
so
if you were brought, because
survival.
I have other they category friends or associates, let me say, and I don't think that they, you know, racial profile and in that sort of way. They have a lot that don't, so it's like it can't just be the entire, you know what I'm saying? It can't just be, and that's why I don't like when people, you know, kind of, because then some of us end up like hating a whole race as well, which we're doing the same thing they do, you know, and it's hard to not think like that, but, you know, man, that's deep.
And then they end up moving us, doing what to us? They end up doing what? Gentrifying our areas, man.
Hold on, let me say something before we move on. And you know, I think about this every day, man. Like I think about this every day. It hurts me more. Black on black crime, man. Like that hurts me the most.
For sure. Wait, do you realize like we the only group, bro, that we don't support each other?
Yeah.
We're considered crabs in a barrel.
Oh, yeah, like
to a lot of these, that's what we consider.
Yeah.
But they taught us to be like that, you know. I feel like a lot of it is like on like a thing in our brains where we gotta be on top, and if I gotta pull somebody down, it is what it is, because I gotta get to the top. Whereas like I've used this scenario so many times where, you know, let's say an other, they'll hate each other, and they'll be millionaires together and never talk to each other. Our culture's a little different, and if we don't like each other most of the time, we don't want to work together, we don't want to vibe together, we don't want to do nothing. And that's where we fail. And that's
why we got to change that cycle, man.
Definitely.
Yo, you look at every race, man. Every race. Spanish people support Spanish people, black people, Jews support Jews, Irish support Irish. Yo, look what happened in White Plains. The one place in Westchester, black people have a spot. Pick and roll soul, right? One place people have a spot.
I honestly don't even know that.
So it's on Mamaroneck Avenue.
We went in there once.
Pick and roll soul. It's a soul food. It's a soul food restaurant. But at nighttime it turns into a bar.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So as the one place we got, they opened it up for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And had it like an event there. Mm-hmm. And guess what black people do? They destroyed it.
Yeah. For real?
A brawl there, throwing chairs at the TVs, chairs at the bartenders.
Oh, y'all told me about that. Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even hear about that.
One place.
When was that though?
Trip from Philly told me
that.
Tell me about that.
That happened like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But see that wouldn't happen in the Spanish spot. That's not happening in the white spot, in the Irish spot. It's not happening in
definitely not the Jews. Let me tell you, because they support each other hard.
They're not doing that.
From tomatoes down to
what places that they care about. Look at Dykeman, man. Dykeman has more people in and out of there. And every weekend, and every bar over there is open. You wonder why black people don't got a Dykeman area for just black music, for culture? You can't have that. Henny and black folk don't mix. But I mean, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be better.
It can't happen.
It can.
We're not letting it happen. So we gotta change that.
It can.
We definitely gotta change that.
I think that it's so layered. Like, there's so much systematic things that's happened that has us in that space.
Yeah, but we do gotta break the cycle at some point.
Definitely break the cycle.
You know?
But
because it can't go on forever.
Got to. So, Suave, gentrification.
I mean,
I live on Main Street.
You was living in Barbados for like 4 years, so then
Five.
okay,
almost five.
Spicy,
yeah,
fancy.
listen, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie in the beginning, because I'm like, I'm gonna go over there for 8 months, do my little culinary arts thing, come right back home. I got out there, did the 8 months, got a good job at a 5-diamond hotel. I got a little apartment. Apartment was like $400 US. I had a pool in the back. It was a condo. I was living. So I was like, yo, I could chill out here. But in the beginning, oh my God, the culture shock, crazy. You got to say good morning when you walk into places. You got to say pardon me. Like, it's not even you got to, but if you don't, it's like everybody like,
rude.
Yeah,
it's
considered unmannerly, and like people, like they will not talk to you. Like, I was walking in there, like walking every day, like, why are all these girls looking at me crazy? Girl, she turned around, she's like, you're not from here, right? I'm like, nah, I'm from New York. She's like, oh, you gotta say good morning when you walk in. I was like, that's what the fuck? I couldn't believe, because I mean, these girls is like, I'm walking, they like,
that's New York is the only.
Damn, I gotta say good morning, like.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
It was a
we got no hospitality, bro. We got
put some respect. And it's crazy because now in my office, I mean, I work in a professional office, so majority of people do say good morning. But like, if somebody does not say good morning, I kind of be like, you know, bitch, like, what you doing? Yeah. But like, it's like so stuck a lot because I had such a culture shock when I decided to stay. It was like, damn, I gotta like. If I'm gonna stay, I gotta vibe, so I gotta do what they doing in a way. So now it's like kind of stuck on me where I be saying pardon, like if she's talking, I'll be like, pardon? And I know probably in somebody else's head, they're like, why did she say pardon? Like, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me, man.
But I don't know, it's just something stuck on me. It was a culture shock, I'm not gonna lie. But coming back, I was living in Brooklyn. I lived in a kind of rough area in Brooklyn. That was a little culture shock again, because I was like, damn, I done came from the pool. Now I'm next to Prospect, which isn't that bad, but my block was kind of bad. And now I'm on Main Street, so I'm right in the middle of gentrification going on right around me in Yonkers, where I grew up. So it's different. I don't know if it's gentrification in Yonkers, right? And this part of Yonkers, I feel like they're not going to be able to do it the way they want. Living here on Main Street, I just feel like I don't want to say the word crack.
Yeah, because for those people who don't know, the square is kind of surrounded by all the hoods in Yonkers.
Facts.
So
it puts Yonkers together. Like,
that's what holds Yonkers together. And within that square is where, outside of that square is where all the hoods are. So what they're trying to do is slowly but surely, build the waterfront up. In. Yep.
They smart. See, they're trying to go from the outside and
build the waterfront, knock out down the abandoned buildings, rebuild around there, raise rents, and get all.
They're doing that already without the renovations. They're doing it already.
And you know who they kicking? You know who they driving out? You know who moving in, right?
But the thing is, hear me out though.
Exactly.
But on Main Street in particular, beloved, when I go outside, I have to carry mace. It's crazy. Bro, the crackheads on Main Street be wildin'. And I be coming outside, like, you know, I'll see an other walking their little shih tzu or something, and I see her, like, grab her dog when she see that crackhead wildin'. And I'm like, you know, when these others come to this neighborhood and they see these crackheads wildin', these people wildin', these dust heads wildin', because they be coming in your crib. They be asking you. You already know. I'm not gonna talk about the situation.
Coming in your
Somebody tried to
crib?
come in my crib, bro.
What?
I had to mace him.
Oh, nah.
He's like, I'm looking for
Oh,
Miriam. I'm like, yo, there's no Miriam. I was like, back up, bro. I just got yelled at another one. He was like, fuck you, bitch, up in my face. I'm like, yo, listen, bro, there's no way the others are going to survive out here.
Nah.
They're going to try to put them, but it's not going to work. I'm telling you.
It's funny because when you go up, you go up one street is nice, and you go up one more block.
But it's not even up the block. It's on the end of the corner.
Yeah, that's.
Bro.
And I don't see them.
They're not going to be able to do it. I'm telling you. Or it's going to take really long because you're not be able to move out the low income people, if you want to call it that. If they're trying to move out them, they may be able to try to kick them out, which is fucked up on so many levels. But they might be able to do that. They're not going to be able to take them crackheads off the block. I can tell you that.
Especially not with the homeless.
They're not going to survive.
So that's what I was going to say is sometimes they may not all be crackheads. They may be coming from the sharing community. And
the ones I'm talking about is crackheads.
Okay.
They're done. I live right here.
So I'm keeping it trail.
I know what I'm talking about. I know when I know the difference. You could tell. You could look at them and tell, bro. They be rolling, the eyes be rolling, it be mad red, and they be wilding. They have the powder on their hands and everything. They don't even clean up a little bit.
Oh, nah.
They be wilding. So, I know. But that's true, though. But they don't really venture out that far, I feel like. If they do walk, they might walk like maybe right here. They're not going to go all down there.
And it's
crackheads be lost. They be all down there wilding. So I'm telling you, they're not going to survive. I don't think they're going to be able to execute what they want.
I mean, that's one of the things they definitely wanted to do. They've been trying to shut down the sharing community for the longest. And the sharing community...
And that's foul.
Yeah, it is, because this is the only drop-in homeless shelter that's in Westchester.
Yeah, and they don't even have enough cots for people, and I don't understand that. Like, give the nigga a cot to be outside if there's no more space. Like, I don't understand why they can't even, they don't even have extra cots. Like, I don't understand how the government can't help with
maybe
that.
this son, like, maybe one day we could do something
Oh,
to try to help them.
definitely. I would love to do that.
Like, even if it's son that we could do a clothes drive, sneaker drive, or blanket
Like
drive, something.
Philly does
hygiene
a
kits,
coat drive,
like
right? You
Yeah.
do some certain...
Yeah,
we do certain drives.
That would be something dope we can try to do, try to help out our community a little bit. Philly, speaking of helping out the community, what we got going on in the gallery?
Yo, shout out to Blue Door Gallery
Once again.
as our sponsor.
Of course, once again.
Letting us use this amazing space.
Blue Door Art Center. Yo, we had so many kids come to the window today too, which was dope, which was different. Like, we just setting up. Kids like, what's going on? Miss Philly, what are you doing?
What? Miss Philly? Hey, Miss Philly.
Even passed back just now so they could see what she was doing in action.
Yeah, it's dope, man. So, come down to the Blue Door, man. 13 Riverdale Avenue, Yonkers, New York. Come check out what's going on over here, man. So many events. What's one of them, Philly?
Well, right now, what we have going on in the gallery is called Clayworks. And this is their exhibition going on right now. It's here till May 6th. Only till May 6th. Come and check it out. It's amazing.
It is fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ceramics
it is fire.
Is definitely something that intrigues me all the time. Like, it started from clay, and they make these incredible pieces. This Saturday there's a children's workshop. Every Saturday they have children's workshops, but this Saturday is rock painting. Rock painting for kids.
I like that.
That's different.
Yeah.
That rock painting be fire. I love that.
I actually teach rock painting sometimes, and I actually facilitate here children workshops sometimes too. Y'all didn't know that.
Check you out. Check you out. Trying to get brownie points.
April 28th. That's that children's workshop. Then coming in May 5th and 6th is the 15th annual Open Studio Weekend, Yoho. This is really dope. This is where all the artists in the Yoho studios up on Nepperhan, they open their doors. So you can come in and see them working on their art. You see their art, talking about their process. That's really, really cool.
And I know some people in there, so that's what's up.
That's fire.
And then also that same weekend is Yonkers Arts Weekend. Actually, I just got a phone call today of somebody asking me to be part of one of their projects for that weekend.
Hey,
congrats.
That was dope. I was feeling myself. I'm like, wow.
Let's go, Philly.
Right? Thank you. Okay, so this collaboration is the Power Lab, CMAD Owners Coalition, Yonkers Arts, the City of Yonkers, and the Yoho Artists collectively are doing the Yonkers Arts Weekend. And that's May 5th and 6th. There's vendors, music, performance, spoken word, food, workshops, all that good stuff.
I'm going to have to get up there and hit some notes.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely one of Yonkers' signatures. So that's one of the awesome things about Yonkers is that we always have that Yonkers Arts Weekend.
There's always a lot going on here, which is dope.
Yeah.
That's definitely dope.
Yonkers is a beautiful place to live.
It is.
Suave,
Yes.
since it's your first day, girl, you going to tell us,
What's up?
what have you rose above?
Damn, there's so much.
You gave us a whole story.
stuff.
Yeah, give me one.
I know.
Give me one more
So
before we sign
much.
off.
All right.
Yes,
Real
spicy.
quick. I don't know if this ain't spicy. I'm gonna get spicy. I'm gonna get spicy on the last Wednesdays of the month. I gotta save all my spice for then. But yo, my mother passed away in 2005. It's been so long I forgot the year just now. I was about to say 07. 05. And I feel like I really rose above that. Like I was 13 years old. And look at me like I'm really chilling.
Yeah.
Like, you know, life-wise, like I'm working in her old office, which was, my grandmother retired there. She worked there for 35 years. And I'm working at that company, Turner Construction. I'm just so happy.
Yo, nah, yeah.
That's really what I rose above. Because that was my dream, yo. That's a fact. That was my dream to work at that company. Philly will tell you. That was my dream to work there, and I could not get a freaking phone, like a call back, and I'm like, damn, I want to go through it like on my own. I don't want nobody helping me out. I don't want nobody to know Gloria's granddaughter or nothing. I just want to go in on my own, and I actually got the job on my own. When I started working, I was like, all right, this is my grandmother. Everybody's like, what? I'm like, yeah, but I got this on my own. Ain't nobody helped me get that. But yeah, so that's one thing I rose above. That's real sentimental.
Thank you for sharing that. That's something that you really, a part of your story that you, instead of making it an excuse to stop you, you made it part of your story and use that as motivation. And that's things we try to inspire here at this podcast, and that's what we definitely like to put a light on. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
But Suave, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part.
Having
shout out
me.
to Blue Door. Den, shout out to you, boy, for the camera work, my guy.
2?
Shout out to you, girl.
Lit.
The manager.
The manager, she puts in the work.
Shout out to you. Yo,
She puts in that work.
That's episode 1, man. Episode 2, Rose Above It, man. We signing off. We see y'all next time, all right?
See ya.
Later, peace.
Double D's on the bed. Want my double D's in the bed. If you really love me, make it out my pocket. As I walk in, for they talking, right that booty right. Lift up the people, Texas, Puerto Rico, Islands of Mexico. Yeah.